All right, Panther fans, a little under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Magnet Cove has the ball at their own 48-yard line. Ashcraft sets up in the shotgun. Landon to the left, Juice to the right. Ashcraft gets the snap, hands to Landon. Landon's coming around the right-hand side looking for a block. Blocked by number 72, pops Landon to the outside. He's going out the sideline. He's got one man to beat. He's not going to catch him. Landon's going to take it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown, Panthers!
Welcome back to episode 2 of the MCHS Coaches Show. I'm here with head football coach and athletic director Coach Carmikle. How you doing today, Coach?
Good. How are you?
The Panthers came out victorious Friday night at Poyen, 45-22. What things did you find out about your team Friday night in that victory?
Yeah, I think we played extremely physical, on both sides of the ball and on the special teams phase of it as well. The effort was great. We obviously have a lot of things that we've got to clean up from that game, but anytime your opening game of the year, if you can play with great effort and great intensity and physicality, that's a good way to start the season off for sure.
What is one major thing that you think needs improvement on going through this season?
Our mental focus wasn't great. Poyen came out in something that we had not seen. They were in an unbalanced set, and we had some difficulty adjusting to it and getting lined up to it. And then you talk about the mental focus side from several offsides penalties. On the defensive side, We missed out on 3 points. We jumped on a field goal. It was a chip shot field goal. We jump early. Just little things like that you can't make those mistakes against teams that we're going to see going forward. So we've got to get that cleaned up. Our mental focus has got to be much better.
We did see Myers and Clausen play some quarterback. Do you think in the future we could possibly see a 2 QB system, them kind of alternating?
Yeah, they both have things that they do real well. Obviously, Jacob has been in this offense for several years, and he really has a great understanding of it. He's got great touch on his ball. And Evan has an incredible arm, and so there's things that they can both do that give us a chance to be successful. They both showed the ability to run the ball Friday night, so whatever gives us the best chance to score points is what we're going to go with. So I think both of them have, like I said, have things that they can do that give us a chance to score, and so we'll probably see both of them going forward.
The Panthers' offense threw the ball quite a bit. Inslee had a good game. He did have a touchdown reception. Do you think we could see more of that air-style offense coming in the future? Or was it just something the Poyen defense was kind of giving y'all that stacked box they were setting us up on with defense? Yeah,
like I said, Poyen they loaded the box, and their game plan was to make us throw the ball to score points, and we were able to do it. That's the sign of a good offense. You've got to be able to take what the defense gives you. So it could change week to week. Obviously, having the ability to throw the football helps us, and it's going to open up the run game as well. And we're not an air raid team by any means. We want to establish a line of scrimmage and run the football and let that open up the passing game. And so hopefully we'll see a little bit more improvement this week in our inside run game especially. But yeah, it's nice to be able to throw the ball for sure.
If you had to pick an offensive player of the week, who really stood out to you in the coaching staff in the Poyen game?
Like I said, all of our receivers played real well. Luke Harper had 2 big touchdown catches. Kevin had a touchdown catch and a couple of other big plays. I'll probably give it to Clausen. I think that's the most complete game he's played at quarterback since he's been here. He was throwing the ball well. He had a couple of big runs. Really did a good job of leading the offense on some big scoring drives. So I would give the offensive player of the week to Jacob.
What about defense?
Yeah, defensive player of the week, I would give it to Julius. He played really well at inside linebacker. Like I said, Poyen came out in something we hadn't seen. And once we adjusted to it, we really kind of shut him down. And so that was promising. But Julius, I don't have the stats with me. I don't know how many tackles he made, a bunch. And you could tell when he was out there a difference in the way our defense was playing. He just flies to the ball so well. And so I would give the defensive player of the week to Julius.
All right, and next week we are looking to play Fordyce, first home game of the season. The Redbugs unfortunately ended the Panthers season last year in a crazy fourth quarter comeback. Do you think there's some revenge on the mind of the players going into this week 1 Fordyce game?
I think if there's not, then you're not really a competitor. You know what I mean? That was that game has sat on my mind and the coaches' minds and the kids' minds for a long time. Be about 280 days come Friday, and so yeah, we're excited about it. Obviously, you can't try to play out of yourselves and outside of your mind, with too much passion. But I don't think there's going to be any worry about whether or not we'll be motivated Friday night.
Fordyce lost to Monticello in week 0. By watching that film, is there anything you observed about the Redbugs this year that they didn't really have last year, or things that they lost?
They're athletic. They're always athletic. They're extremely fast, and their running backs they're not huge, at the running back position. But if you give them a crease, they're going to score. They've got a ton of size up front. They've got one wide receiver that is really, really dangerous. You got to know where he's at every snap. And so they're a dangerous football team. The deal with Monticello playing a school bigger than them, they just kind of wore down. They jumped out early on them and then kind of made some mistakes in the second half that allowed Monticello to get back in it. But Fordyce is a good football team. They lost some pieces off of that group that had played for 3 straight state championships, but they're always a great football team. They're going to have size up front, and they're going to have a ton of speed. So it'd be a good non-conference challenge to see where we're at.
Is that running back stable and those couple good receivers, is that Fordyce's main offensive strengths, or do they hold something in the back pocket?
Yeah, they like I said, they've got a good stable of running backs, and then that one wide receiver that really makes them go. That I would definitely say that's their offensive strength. They do have some size up front, so we're gonna have to be quick off the football, because if you allow them to get their hands on you're probably going for a ride. And so we've got to play with low pad level and be quick off the ball up front to have a chance to shut them down.
What about this Redbug defense? How are they looking this year?
Very athletic. They last year they played with a lot of size up front. They've kind of changed their I guess philosophy, mindset with that. They play with a lot of speed on the field. DBs they just play straight man coverage, and they're athletic enough to do it. They're up in your face and don't let you off the ball, and they load the box. And they've got 2 good inside linebackers. One of them is very talented, number 24. He pops out as soon as you see him. Really good football player, with a lot of speed on the edge, and so they're a good football team for sure.
Yeah, it ought to be interesting this Friday night. Is there anything you would like to add or say to the show?
Yeah, I had a great crowd last Friday over at Poyen, and hope to see an even bigger one this Friday night, the home opener. I know our kids are excited about this one and been working hard, and hopefully we can go and get Fordyce a ball game.
All right, well, thanks for your time, Coach. Everybody come out to Kenneth W. Hammons Stadium this Friday night. Kickoff at 7.
Ashcraft gets the snap, hands to Landon. Landon's coming around the right-hand side looking for a block. Blocked by number 72, pops Landon to the outside. He's going out the sideline. He's got one man to beat. He's not going to catch him. Landon's going to take it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown!